Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining me on this Friday. If you have not joined me before, I am Debra Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. And each Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time, I love coming and sharing with you just the different fun ways that you can use the Stampin' Up! Products. So today's class, I'm gonna be featuring, actually, I'm kind of trying to get what do you call what's the phrase? Kill two birds with one stone. Have been working on my team swaps for November, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to show you the project that I made for them, and that will be this week's project. Plus, two, I get to finish my last one during my live today. Hello, Paula. Hey, Jeanne. Thanks for joining me. So happy to see y'all. When I was sending out the October club kits, I was like, okay, Jeanne, she's in a good spot. Okay, Paula, she's not in harm's way. And all these different people who may be impacted by Hurricane Milton. I had to be real careful when I was shipping the October kits to make sure I didn't ship to them just yet. I'm going to hold theirs for just a few more days, just to give the post office a little more time. From what I've heard so far from our Florida Stampin' friends, so far, nothing major. Their limbs, debris, maybe a little bit of property damage, but nothing like super major. Hello, Sarah. Sarah's one of our Florida friends, and I'm so happy she got internet back. And so she is joining us. So hopefully your internet will last through all of today's live. And also, too, please help me thank Sarah. She did me a tremendously huge favor right before Hurricane Milton hit her state. She went and she got me more of these really cute little sled ornaments from Hobby Lobby. So now I can offer more to more people. So thank you so much for doing that for me. And literally right before the storm came, she got it in the mail for me. It was amazing. You are amazing, Sarah. All right, so let me share with you a few things going on so that you're in the know. Plus, two, what's coming. Got a little surprise for you on that. So I'm going to move my camera over. Hello, Kim. Hello, Connie. Hey, Karen. Okay. Hey, Gretchen. I saw you on. Anika. Okay, so we have tomorrow starts our Reindeer Days Christmas series. All right. For those who ordered the project kit, those got all mailed. I think if you didn't, I think most people got them already in the mail. They were mailed on Saturday. I think there was like some that were being delivered today. And I think there may be one that I need to check on. All right. So it starts tomorrow. And so if you got the project packet, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull out these little pretty packets or envelopes, and they are numbered week 1, project 1, week 1, project 2, and week 1, project 3. Now, this is 12 projects over 10 weeks. All right. Tomorrow, we're going to give you 3 project sheets to kick things off for our Christmas series. So one is from me. One is designed by Heidi Collins, and the other is designed by Melissa Faust. All right. So you're going to get to do one of each from each of us tomorrow. So when your email, it should arrive real close to 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time. So if you're in a different time zone, do the math. And it will arrive. If you are on my email list or Melissa's or Heidi's email list, you should receive it. I don't know when I think theirs is probably around 9, but I can't say that for sure. Mine is at 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time. So open that email, click on the project sheets for the 3 projects, all right? And then take your packets, open them up, and then make your projects. Now for project 2, it's a little bit thicker. That is because your first pillow gift is inside, okay? And it only has 2 cut pieces in there, which was another reason I stuck your pillow gift in there. Otherwise, you would be like, you didn't pack anything. You sent this empty. There are 2 small little pieces of cardstock in there that you'll just use your designer series paper that came as part of your kit with those pieces. It'll make sense when you see the project sheets tomorrow. Now, after this Saturday, it's going to be 1 project sheet per week for the remaining 9 Saturdays, okay? So for those on my email list, you're going to get 2 project sheets from me on Saturdays for the next 10 weeks, one at 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time, and the other one for my weekly live project at 3 p.m. Central Time. So if you by chance miss one of the project sheets, now this is free. The project sheets are free to anybody on my email list. That's all you got to do, join my email list. So, but if you happen to miss a project sheet, don't worry. At the next week, I will have posted all 4 projects. I'll have the prior weeks and then I'll have the current week. So you'll always be able to catch up, all right, and always be able to find them. And if you just really need them from me, and just send me a quick message and I'll get it to you, okay? All right, so that is coming tomorrow. All right, so then we also we have the starter kit special, and I kind of put together a little bit of a visual of what you can get in the starter kit right now. Normally it is $125 for $99 plus tax. Right now you can get an extra $30. So that means you can select $155 of products for $99 plus tax. You're also you're going to get free shipping on the starter kit. So I kind of pulled some things that I'm using in the November Sweet Creations Club, as well as what the project we're making today. Really beautiful greenery. Let's see, it's the Season of Green and Gold Designer Series paper, some cardstock packets, adhesive envelopes, beautiful cherry cobbler ribbon, the Sophisticated Sled bundle, some Stampin' Blends, and this is a new product. This is some gold threading. This is an online exclusive, not yet available to customers. However, you can add it in your starter kit in October. All right. So if you want to take advantage of that, if you want to join my Simply Sweet Stampers team, you can save on your product purchases for at least 6 months, 20% off, and get fun perks from Stampin' Up! As well as me when you're part of my team. All right. Now, also too, y'all been asking. So this weekend, I am going to start design work on my next mystery craft box, which the registration, it should go out this Tuesday. Okay, most likely. Well, in fact, I may put it out there even if I don't have it designed, because I'll have it designed soon. So if you're on my email list, you know that you get early access to my mystery craft boxes, because they do sell out every time. So be on the lookout. Once I have more information exactly what time that email is going to go out, I'll post that for you so that you can be on the lookout for that email when it comes to your inbox. It is going to feature the Snowy Wonder bundle. And so registration will probably be open through the end of the month. And then I will send out the mystery boxes in early November. Okay. All right. So we have that. And then I wanted to share with you the November club. I designed this on Sunday, which was kind of my deadline, because that's when it resets for the new month. But as I said, it's using the Sophisticated Sled bundle. And one of the reasons I wanted this one more of these ornaments is I used some pecan pie ink and I just dabbed on. This was what it looks like unfinished, but I wanted to give it a stain so that the ice skates would show up better. And so this is an ornament you'll be making as part of the November Sweet Creations Club kit, as well as 4 cards. And I have to tell you guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful bundle. It actually, sometimes when I'm designing, I have to kind of really work things to get everything to go exactly how I want it. But with this, just the pieces in the bundle, they just design themselves. They're so elegant and so beautiful. So if you would like to do this club kit, if you're part of my Sweet Creations Club, you're going to get it. If you would like to subscribe, the subscription period runs from now till November 5th. If you would like just to try a kit for 1 month, it is $48, and you can send me a message, okay? And so then I can just email you the registration link for the 1 month kit. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really happy with the way that this bundle, it's very easy to work with, surprisingly easy. All right, so for today, we are going to make this really cute. This is my swap. It is our theme for November is gift card holder. And so I just did a belly band and to make a gift card holder. And we're going to be using lots and lots of that really pretty Season of Green and Gold Designer Series paper to really show off those beautiful prints. So let me go ahead and get the supplies in place. Now, if you're part of my email list, this is one of the emails you're going to get tomorrow, and that is the project sheet for today's project. The only way you can get these project sheets that are all nice and pretty and have all the supplies and measurements and pictures for you is for you to be part of my email list. These do take time to put together, and so I want to make them special for you as a thank you for being part of my email list. You do need to be subscribed, though, by 3 o'clock Central Time to get it by 3 p.m. tomorrow, okay? Now, if you come back and you're watching this video and you run across this and you join my email list later, all you have to do, just send me an email, reply to your welcome email and saying, hey, would you send me such and such project sheet, and I would be happy to help you out with that. All right, so let's go on ahead. I'm going to get my quick reference here. And I'm going to put that right there for you. So you've got just the idea of what supplies I use, the Sophisticated Sled bundle, and that beautiful Season of Green and Gold Designer Series paper. And so we're going to start off with a card base that measures, let me get my supplies out. I'm using crumb cake cardstock for this one. Now this measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I just scored down the middle at 4 1/4. That's going to give us our card base. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, you see that? See how pretty and sparkly? It's got gold accents to it. So I'm going to take this piece of designer series paper from the paper pack, and it measures 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to go right here on the front. Now we could use that paper too. That's super pretty on that side as well. But I wanted some little shimmer to the front. So we're going to use the gold pattern. All right, so then next, and I will tell you, it's probably the trickiest part of doing this project is doing the inside. So I'm just going to remove my belly band real quick, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. It's doing this flap, okay? I need to do this next because if I don't, I may make a mistake, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take another piece of crumb cake cardstock. This piece measures 3 by 6 inches. And then what I did is right here on the left, I scored it 1/2 inch. So I'm going to burnish that so you can see that a little bit better. And then I'm going to take another piece. This is same paper pack, but it's got little star sparkles in the gold. And this piece measures 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to glue this onto the front of my gift card holder, or the flap that goes to my gift card holder. Okay, easy peasy on that. What I need to remember to do, because this is the part that I kind of messed up the first time, open up your card base. And then what you're going to do is we're going to add glue on this 1/2 inch section, or tear and tape. You can use that as well. And there is right here at the fold line is I'm going to line up the fold line with the very edge of the inside of my card. And I want it to line up with the bottom. Okay, so we want it all to line up nicely. And then it's going to have a little flap here. Now I have some glue oozing out, but that's okay because I'm going to add a piece of white cardstock on top. And so we'll cover that mess up. All right, so while we're in here on the inside of the card, let's go ahead and do that inside piece. So what I did is I took a piece of basic white cardstock that measures 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to do a little bit of stamping first, just to add a little fun inside. And I just realized I just bought a new Mossy Meadow ink pad. Hopefully it's not too juicy. We'll see. I will tell you guys, if you're part of my club, I highly suggest checking your Mossy Meadow ink pad. Mine was gunky, and I tried refilling it with my re-inker, and it just still never stamped properly. And I think it's just old, time to toss it. So check that, because that is one, for some reason, this Mossy Meadow ink pad just gets a little funky sometimes and just needs to go bye-bye. All right, so hopefully it's not too juicy. It's not too bad. There you go. It's nice to have a new ink pad. Oh my goodness. All right, so now that we have done that, I'm going to bring back in my card base. Let me move some of this out of the way. It's kind of throwing me off here. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on the inside. And we're just going to cover up a good portion of our 1/2 inch tab there. And there we go, we've got that. And then on the inside, on the top part, I take another piece of 4 by 5 1/4 of the designer series paper. We can also use that really pretty pattern too. But I'm going to glue it right here on the inside at the top, just to show off more of that pretty paper. All right, so now I want to make my gift card pocket. And to do that, I took a piece of the designer series paper. Again, I could use any kind of patterns. The the paper patterns just go so well together. This one is 2 by 5 1/4. And if you notice, it's the exact same pattern. But what I did is I took my cherry cobbler blends and I colored in the berries. So I have just a few more to color in just to show you how you can do that. And so I'm just going to take and I'm going to dab just a little bit of my cherry cobbler blends right here on these last few remaining berries, just to kind of tie it in with the colors that I'm going to use on the front. Now I like to, when I can, do a finger notch for my recipient. So I'm just taking a circle punch. Size does not really matter on this. Just you're going to punch a semicircle right there in the middle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to add glue on the sides and along the bottom, just to make a little pocket. And then I'm going to glue it right here inside on my inside flap. Just leave a little bit of a border. And there we go. We got a little pocket that we could insert a gift card holder in right there, or a gift card in right there. All right, so I think I'm done with all of this. So I'm going to fold this in. I'm going to fold this over. Now we're going to work on the belly band. Now for the belly band, that is another piece of crumb cake cardstock. And this one measures 2 3/4 by 11 inches. And I just scored, just to help me wrap it around my card, is I scored it at 3 3/8 and 7 3/4, just to help me wrap it around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take it, we're going to wrap it around. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue on this part of the flap. And then I'm going to add glue on the other part on the inside here. And then I'm just going to just kind of put them together. And then we have our belly band. Of course, I want to decorate it. I want to make it pretty. So we're going to take some more designer series paper. And for this one measures 2.5 by 4 1/8. And the reason it's a little bit longer is because, remember, my card, to do the belly band wrap around this, it's kind of going to be a little bit longer than 4 inches, than 4 1/4 inches. So I wanted to make my accent piece just a tiny bit longer than I normally would. We're going to glue this on our belly band. Okay, I'm going to move this other card out of the way. All right, so now I'm going to do some stamping, and I'm going to do a little bit of coloring just to show you the colors I used, but I won't bore you with all of the coloring. All right, so I'm going to be making a wreath. I'm going to stamp the wreath. I'm going to stamp the cardinal. And so to be able to give me a nice base layer, is I'm going to use Mossy Meadow for my background layer, those background leaves. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Old Olive. How about that way? Old Olive, Stampin' Blends, and Cherry Cobbler. Now this is going to be, the Old Olive is for my other leaves that are in here, and the Cherry Cobbler will be for the berries. So I'm just going to kind of go in here and color in these little berries. And just I'll just do a few just to kind of show you what I did. And then I just kind of come in here and I finish filling in, coloring these other leaves. Okay, now I'm not going to do all of it because I've already done one for us, and I've already die cut it out using the Sophisticated Sled dies. And then I'm going to stamp my bird, though. My bird's going to be in Memento Black. And then I'm going to color him in with Cherry Cobbler. You could use Real Red if you wanted to, but I'm using Cherry Cobbler for my ribbon, and so I wanted to pull in that color. And then you can either use, it's up to you, you can use Daffodil Delight for your blends, or you can just use a yellow marker, because there's just a tiny little dab right here that you're going to use to color in the beak. and then die cut that out, which I've already done. And so we've got those pieces ready to go. And then the last thing I want to do is I took a die cut a piece from the Countryside Corners dies. And this piece, I didn't write it down. I think it's 3/4. Let's see, 3/4 by about 2 3/8 is the measurement of that label. And then I just love this early espresso. You could totally use Memento Black, but I think early espresso just gives a really nice subtle accent or color for this card. So I'm taking the sentiment from the Sophisticated Sled stamp set. It says, let's decorate the season with happiness. And I'm just going to stamp right here in the middle of my label. And then we're just going to put this together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my label flat. So just put that right here at the bottom, or towards the bottom, maybe about 3/4 of an inch up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use dimensionals, and I'm going to pop up the wreath. Let's see, we'll put that right there. And what I like to do is I like to leave this space right here where there's kind of that larger gap, and that's where I'm going to rest my little bird. So I'm going to take a mini dimensional for my cardinal, pop him up, have him sitting on the wreath. And then there's a couple other things I want to do. Is I love these berries. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. They came back in stock, super happy. So you can either take the cherry cobbler berries or the clear ones. I'm going to use the clear ones because I already have some accents here with the berries. Now I'll tell you a tip. If you run out of your single berries, what you can do is you can snip these apart. They do come apart. They're 3 of the singles that are glued together. Really, really simple if you need to expand. You can also choose, you can take your cherry cobbler Stampin' Blends and color these clear ones, and that will help expand your berries in your kit or in your packet. All right, so I'm just going to kind of add these on as like some little ornaments here, some little clear ornaments. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe just a little bit. It's kind of hard to see in the camera. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this beautiful cherry cobbler and gold stripe or gold ribbon, and I'm just going to add that on with a glue dot. And there we go. My last swap card is done. Yay, awesome. All right, so this is this week's project. Next week, I'm going to share with you another project idea, how to use the Sophisticated Sled bundle so you can get more ideas, especially when you're part of my club. That's just going to expand the use of your kit and your bundle when you purchase it. All right, I am going to check your comments. I saw several of you hop on. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So y'all been getting your kits ready for tomorrow. Okay. Somebody, who was it? Was it Gretchen? Gretchen, you've never done a mystery box. Okay. Maybe you should try one. Especially if you like the snowman bundle, that would be a really cute one. And I've got some really cute pillow gifts. That's part of my favorite. That's my favorite part of the mystery boxes, is getting those pillow gifts. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm reading Sarah's comment right now. Sarah says her husband's grandmother collected cardinals. When she passed away, she has such a collection. Everyone got a few to keep. Oh, that's so sweet. Every time when you see a cardinal, you think of her. Every time I see a pansy, I think of my mother-in-law as well. So that's really awesome. Okay, guys. I'm going to hop back on real quick. Thank you for joining me. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my project videos. And make sure, if you're not part of my email list, that you go ahead and subscribe, opt in. It's free to join. If you get tired of hearing from me, you can always unsubscribe, but we got really fun Christmas series project sheets for you that you can get for free, as well as my weekly project sheets you can enjoy as well. All right, guys, we will see y'all next Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time. Y'all take care and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.